we've heard a great deal about the doctor-patient relationship. This hallowed relationship, this special, historic relationship where a patient relies on a doctor's best medical judgment, where a doctor is assumed and is entrusted to provide the best medical care to do no harm to his patient. And that a doctor will use that best medical judgment and provide that best medical care regardless of the requests of the patient. Because a doctor has a legal duty, an ethical duty, to do no harm. A doctor has a duty to his patient. And from each and every doctor that you heard from in this trial, whether called by the people or the defense, you heard that if a request was made to provide medical treatment that could cause harm, that doctor in the end would have to say no and walk away. The doctor is the decision maker. The doctor is the one entrusted with the medical knowledge. The doctor is the one in the relationship who at the end of the day makes the decision as to what is proper medical care and what is in the well-being of the patient. You've heard from many doctors in this case who told you that if they were presented with this situation, they would absolutely say no and walk away. Conrad Murray violated that sacred trust each and every day. But Conrad Murray corrupted that relationship, and for that, Michael Jackson paid with his life.
As Mr. Walgren's telling you that, he told you about what a wonderful entertainer Michael Jackson was, and he was. We all know that. And about how hard this is on his family. Of course it was. And how bad a doctor Dr. Murray was. And he tells you how Dr. White used to be a good scientist. But what he forgets to tell you, what he absolutely thoroughly doesn't tell you, is that the prosecution during these 6 weeks have absolutely failed to prove a crime. For a crime to be proved, you also have to show that Dr. Murray, the prosecution has to show that Dr. Murray actually killed Michael Jackson. And during his argument, the only thing he addressed to even get close to that, and I'm going to explain why in a bit, was baggy pants. And they absolutely refuse to accept the most obvious and reasonable explanation for all of this. That Dr. Murray actually gave Michael Jackson exactly what he said he did. And the reason they refuse to accept it is because they won't tell you what they really want. They want you to convict Dr. Murray for the actions of Michael Jackson. They just don't want to tell you that.